it's gonna select those vertices. You can deselect them, or you can draw it again. Just click somewhere, it's going to deselect. If you're going to click somewhere in your 2D space, it's deselecting your selections, so be careful with that. But you can always undo if you accidentally did it, but I don't want to undo, so I'm going to deselect and kinda in the center draw the circle, like so. I have some vertices over here selected. Let me zoom and show it to you. I'm going to deselect it, just one, this guy right here. So I'm going to use the Alt tool and make sure I'm using the Select Object tool. Then I'm going to hold the Alt button and kind of deselect it. How to get back to the square selection? You're going to go ahead and Selection Region tool, click on it, holding the mouse, and select the square. Okay, let's go ahead and zoom out. As you can see, my middle circle of dots or vertices are selected. Now I'm going to use the Select and Uniform Scale tool, and it basically works just the same as in polygons or with edges. So you're just learning how to you're learning how to work with vertices. And using the small yellow triangle, put your mouse so it's triangle. You can see modify my object as well, like so. Okay, kind of position it where I want it, then unselect it. Okay, get back to the perspective view, put my viewports kind of like it was before, get back to my perspective view, have a look. Alright, we kind of create that feeling. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm going to go ahead and click Polygon Tool, and just because previously our polygons were selected and we just left them to be selected, they're going to be selected. If they're not selected, you can click somewhere and it's going to deselect them. If you will use the Select Object tool, click somewhere, deselect polygons, deselect the edges, deselect the vertices, and then click on the top polygon. Let me show you again how to select those polygons using the Orbit sub-object tool. Rotate our camera view and select the bottom. Okay, get back to the top, and I use the Control button to move to select of the polygons. I was holding it. So the next thing what we want to do, I want to teach you some more options. We're going to scroll down and find the inset. Gonna click on the settings of the inset, and it's going to create an extra polygon inside of that polygon. As you can see, we're going to use the maybe 3 amount of 3. Click enter. You can see now perfectly inside of that selected, it created an extra polygon on bottom and top, because 2 polygons were selected from bottom and top. Okay, and now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go click save first. This button right here, save file, make sure everything is saved. If it will crash, as I told you already, we're going to go ahead and click extrude, settings right here, and it's going to extrude. So you got an idea, right? You can see on different viewports it just extruded, but we don't want to extrude it. Let's extrude it inside. So I'm going to put a sticker like I did Mr. Z Media. So instead of extrusion height 10, you wanna put minus before it and click enter. It's just going to get inside, and maybe not minus 10, maybe minus 1 instead of 10, and maybe minus 2. Let's create minus 2. No, minus 1 is fine, like so. Minus 1, perfect. And now let's click OK, and let's get to the top. So you just learned how to inset, create inside of the polygons another polygon selection, extra polygon selection addition, just add to it. And also you learn the extrusion out and extrusion in. Let's go ahead and scroll up and click on polygon icon, double click on it, so it's going to deselect it. And now we can work with our 3D object model. You can see we created some sort of the form in our 3D object. Nice, we can place the sticker here. And how to model, how to texture this model, 3D model, or the whole computer fan, you can learn from my texturing 3D Max tutorial, where I'm going to show you how to set the lights and texture your 3D models. In this case, I'm going to use this fan to make it photorealistic, so don't miss it out. I'm going to release it as a different course, video course. Alright, so perfect. We just create a shape and we are satisfied with that. So what we're gonna do now, we're going to go to our top viewport, zoom out. I'm using my third mouse button. You can use this tool right here, zoom out, and then make sure that this cylinder is selected. Let's name it as fan cylinder, so we're going to know what is going on. And let's go ahead and click our select object tool over here and click on our fins, and we're gonna name it fins. Always keep a habit to name your objects, so you're going to know what is going on just when you're going to use this select by name tool and select something. So it's get very handy. You're going to know what is going on, what is you're going to select it. Right now fins is selected, as you can see, and it's highlighted. Alright, wow, it's getting late over here, so folks, please thumbs up for every single part if you're watching this on a YouTube. And as you can see, I dedicated a lot of time for free effort for you, but hopefully somebody is going to learn, and we're going to have some more 3D artists out there and some more revolution and evolution in 3D. Okay, and let's go ahead and using our select object tool, I'm going to go ahead and back select the big as fan cylinder, as we name it fan cylinder. Let me name it correctly, cylinder. Okay, make sure it's selected. We're going to use the select and move tool and go back to our top viewport, right click on it, and as again, make sure your select and move tool is selected. Kind of move it by X, and you can see our fins are moving with our cylinder, and why they're moving, because we are use this guy right here, this tool, select and link tool. And just watch our previous video to learn how to do so, how to attach one model to another model, so it's going to link it and kind of repeat its moving and scaling abilities. So if I'm going to scale this cylinder, our fins, if it's linked with this tool right here, select and link, it will scale down automatically as well at the same proportion as my cylinder. Gets very handy. Okay, you can also group it, make as a group, but I'm not going to show you right now. I'm going to show you in the end. I'm not going to get confused. As another way to group the objects together and manipulate with them. Alright, so make sure that cylinder is selected using our select and move tool. On the X axis, you want to move it like so, and kind of move it inside of that hole. By the Y axis, kind of position it. Let's go ahead and click on this guy right here, zoom extends. As you already know, in that viewport, it will bring camera zoom straight on the object is selected. Let's use our zoom tool, zoom out a little bit, and we're going to see how we're working here. Yeah, we're perfect in here. Let's use the pen view and kind of see we're perfect in the hole. Alright, but you can see in our left viewport. Sorry, it's getting late. I need a little bit water, but I want to drink or pause because my voice probably going to change, and it's going to you're not going to probably like it. So I'm going to use that as it is and keep you at the same environment. So click on select move tool and then click on left viewport, right mouse button, and then move it by the Y kind of to the top, like so, in the center. Nice. Let's go back to perspective view, right click on it with your mouse button, and then let's bring the perspective view camera to our fan. Let's click on this zoom extend selected icon. Alright, it's just going to bring it automatically. Then we're going to zoom out using the zoom tool. Zoom out, and we're going to see what's up over here. Okay, let's go ahead and basically maybe scale our fan just a little bit to the top, like scale, so it's going to be higher, up to here somewhere. So as I told you, if fence is linked to the cylinder here, to this fan cylinder, if I'm going to, with this tool right here, select and link, if I'm going to select an uniform scale using tool, and let's click on it, and in our left viewport, right click on it, by Y I'm going to scale it like so. You can see the fins are scaling automatically. See that? That's nice, because we used before, we linked to the cylinder object or fence. Just watch the previous video if you skipped that.